I have a ghost book, which I'm calling right now Hauntings in Vancouver. You know, my first book was Ghost Stories of Clark County. This is just Vancouver. And I probably had 50 stories in that for the whole county, and I've got 60 photographs, and I don't have photographs for all the stories. That's due to the publisher in January, and it will go through editing, and probably, I'm looking at April for that to come out. Then I'm going to go on a trip somewhere.
Italy.
But next one is going to be True Crimes of Vancouver.
Oh, wow.
There's another one that's going to go with that book in World War II, and this became a separation center. Vancouver barracks. They're coming here and they're leaving the army. And a group of commandos came. Commandos in World War II were kind of tough guys. And two of those commandos had stolen Thompson submachine guns from the army. And they concocted a plan to rob the first national bank of Battleground. Okay. They have a foolproof plan. They are going to rent a hay truck and they're going to stash it out there. Then they're going to steal a car, hit the bank like commandos, and then ditch the car, get in the hay truck, and drive stately through any roadblocks because nobody will pay any attention to guys in a hay truck at that time of year. Goes well. They hit the bank, they're jumping over, they're screaming, they're yelling, they've got machine guns. Unfortunately for them, in the bank was a United States Deputy Marshal, who I think must have been slightly insane because he's got a 2-inch Chief Special 38. And he pulls it and says, "You're under arrest." The guys with the machine guns, big machine guns, big bullets, they run out of the bank and jump in their stolen car and take off. The marshal, he runs after them, requesting them to stop. And here comes a guy in a brand new 1946 Buick. You've not been able to buy a car for the whole war. Since no cars manufactured. He's got his brand new Buick. And he stops him, and just like in the movies, follow that car. Well, the guy knows he has a law enforcement officer in the car with him, so he's stopping at all of the boulevard stop signs. He's signaling for his turns, and this guy's jabbering. And he's firing at the car that they're following, not chasing, they're following. And he puts a couple of bullet holes in it. But of course, they lose him. They have an airplane looking for him. The airplane finds a car speeding, and it turns out farmer's kid has taken his dad's car. That's not bad. But the next day, a farmer goes out, and here is this car full of bullet holes with brush thrown over it. And he finds that unusual. So he called the police, called the sheriff, and they went out there and realized the bullet holes and all of this. Okay, this is from the robbery. They did fingerprints. Fingerprints, top secret stuff in those days. And of course, having just come out of the army, all of these guys had been printed. So they simply came to Fort Vancouver and rounded them up, and they took them up to Tacoma. And a third guy who no one thought of, no one knew about, he goes up to Tacoma to visit him. He is the guy who had taken him to Portland to get the truck. He's the guy they went to return the truck. He's the guy holding the money. So if he'd kept his mouth shut and stayed in Vancouver, he would have gotten away with all of it. But because he went to base him up to all of the rest of it. We've got some great crimes.
Yeah.